Here's the Big Joe E30. I just got these at auction. It says that it's has some type of electrical fault. So I'm trying to see if I'm gonna be able to fix it and maybe resell it. Right now, if I plug this in, and we look at what's doing, it's not doing anything, and then the yellow light comes on. It says yellow light fault, which means that charging module or whatever is detecting that is supposed to be charging, it's faulty. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything unless I open the whole thing completely and then look at the insides. So that's what I'm gonna do. Perfect. So I was able to remove the cover, and now I can see everything on the inside. First, I'm just looking for anything obvious. Honestly, everything looks really top notch. There's a fuse here. It's 100 amp, and it looks intact, but I'm gonna test it anyway. So I'm going to check for continuity. So should beep. So now if it's continuity from here to here, it should beep. And it beeps. So we're good there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna test the batteries to see if I have anything coming out of them. Nothing. I'm getting nothing on this one. And nothing on this one either. It's really surprising that I should get something and I'm getting nothing. So next up, I'm gonna check right here. So the charging cable comes through here and it goes into this. I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's transformer, so it turns the 120 volt into another charging voltage. So the idea will be, if I get power to here, what happens on the other side? So we'll see. Well, so here's what I think. The 120 is coming through this cable and going into this transformer. It's going from 120 to 24 volts. Then from here, it goes out. There is a black cable that goes into all these components back there. And then there is a red cable that connects all the batteries. So when it comes out of here, this cable is carrying 24 volts, connects there. There's a black cable back there that goes there. Then the negative connects to the positive in here, and then this negative goes back, and this negative goes back into the system. So my test would be, I'm going to disconnect here, and I'm going to isolate this red cable. So if I plug in the machine, I should be getting 24 volts on this cable, if this is still working correctly. So we'll see. I know the batteries don't have any voltage right now, but I'm scared I'm gonna get zapped. So I'm gonna use some gloves. All right. So now it's a washer, another washer, and this cable. Okay. So now, if I plug it in and I test this, I should get 24 volts. I'm gonna switch probes here because I think it's better if I can connect with the little crocodile grips. That way there's no chance of me touching something else. Let me bring this down. All right, let's see, let's connect this to ground, which should be here. Another ground, probably any metal. All right, I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, it's plugged in and I'm getting nada, zero. I'm getting a yellow light up here, but I'm getting zero coming from the alternator. All right, time to remove this. Okay, I need to use something else. Manual labor. This one is too big. It's amazing how many different sizes are they using for all different components. Let's see, is this it? Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna remove the ones on the bottom first because I feel like I'm gonna lose them. Well, okay, come on. Okay, I'll set this up again. So I can use both hands. All right. So now let's disconnect here. Well, I have the feeling that this is all one big cable going in and going out of there. I wonder if I can actually replace this. So here's where we at. I removed this. So there was a shrink wrap covering this connection to here, and then I looked at this and I looked at the model number, and I found one online that it's exactly like this one, and it has both the red and the black cable that go into the fuse, and then it has the other cables that go in. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the other cables coming out of the transformer to see if they are the same, and if they are, then I can order the part. The part looks to be a little bit expensive, 180 bucks. I paid 320, I think, for this. So I will be out about 500 bucks. But these machines, and this one is pretty new, these sell for about 5,000. So if I can replace that and fix it, I should be okay. So now I'm gonna see where these cables go. First, I need to get this out, but I'm going to keep it here so I know where it goes. Now, well, I'm gonna have to remove these two cables because these are part of here. So get this out. The zip ties need to go. Okay, this one has to go too. All right, so now I can see where the cable goes. Oops. Where is this cable going? don't know where this is going. Unless it's connected to the battery, which, I mean, it makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so this black cable goes nowhere. It's just there. Interesting. Okay, now this one goes to this motor. So I need to remove that. Now, one thing that I am not so sure, is this the cable? Yeah. I'm gonna put this back. One thing I should check for sure is that there's no other shorts in the system, because what could happen is that my transformer is not able to get the power to the batteries because there is a short somewhere. So I don't want to buy a new transformer when it might be a short somewhere else. So now I'm trying to remove some zip ties that are back here. Okay, so this is the one cable, and now this is the other cable. Okay, so now all this has been unplugged. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test again. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to test again on both of the terminals to see if I get any power out of it here. Because if I do, that means that the short is somewhere else. All right, so the transformer is back together. It's connected to the extension cord. I have my multimeter grabbing the red and the black. So in theory, I should get, if this transformer is still in a working condition and the fault is somewhere else, I should get 24 volts here. I want to make sure that this does not touch the ground. I'll put this here. I'm gonna put this here. Here. Alright. Not touching the ground. Zeros. Let's see what happens. Nada. I'm plugged in. I'm getting nothing. So I feel like I can say with confidence that the transformer, it's not passing power. I can try to do some other voltmeter tests to maybe see if there's like a short somewhere, but I should get actually 4 volts at least here, right? And I'm not getting anything. Um, and everything is plugged, and this thing works. Like, I have this connected and it works. So there's power to the outlet, there's power to the cable, there's just no power coming out of the transformer. So I'm gonna search for the cheapest one I can find, maybe secondhand on eBay, see if I can replace it and make the pallet work. Never mind, I think I can do another test to see if the machine itself is actually working. I have this car battery charger. Now the batteries take 24 volts, but I feel like this can maybe generate enough power to see if the pallet jack turns on. If I can give it some juice. So let's see if I get anything. No, probably here. And then this. Ooh, okay. Here you go. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, I'm getting no power. Nothing's working. Okay. So now if I touch both ends, I'm getting 12 volts. In theory, should be charging the batteries. So I'm gonna leave it here for a little while, and let's see if I get any luck charging these batteries. I was just cleaning up the mess that I had in here, picking up trash and picking up all my tools. Then I came here and look what I see. Nice. So yeah, definitely the issue is with the transformer. I'm gonna leave it charging so I can move it around, so my wife can park the car in our garage. It was the transformer. I'm going to order the new one, and as soon as it gets here, I'm going to replace it and I'm going to record it. So if you don't want to miss it, subscribe.